tribute by the state. They worked and worked and worked, caring little about the distractions in their way. Their eyes were too strongly fixed on the vision. They toiled and toiled and toiled, not caring about anything else. For only one thing matters to them: to honestly tell the only one who mattered, "Oh Lord, I did my best." Anonymous. From humble beginnings and a difficult childhood, the late Honorable Mensah built for himself a seminal image in the annals of the Ministry of Youth and Sports especially. This was through dedication and hard work over the years, in which he led the administration of the ministry from April 1993 to 6 January 2001. Initially, some of his detractors unfairly picked on him his modest beginnings to denigrate his potential to deliver in the high office. But what President Jerry John Rawlings saw in him, which President John Atta also attested to, remains standing for all of us to see. Being human, he was by no means perfect, but his virtues clearly outweighed his shortcomings. Born in May 1946, the Honorable Mensah was a fellow of the Institute of Financial Accountants, a fellow of the American Biographical Institute, and held a Master's of Arts MA degree in Theological Studies from the Vision International University, Romana, California. Born into the Methodist tradition, he remained a committed member of the Methodist Church of Ghana throughout his life and was a conference member of the church. He started work as an accounts tutor and later moved to the University of Ghana, Lebanon, as a senior accounts officer. Significantly, his performance in high office was exemplary wherever he was assigned, and this was not limited to the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, AMA, where he was mayor of Accra for about 10 years. He was also at the Ministries of Works and Housing and Employment and Labor Relations as minister. His record in high office is a feat which the youth of this country should emulate, whatever their background, for he showed that it is achievable. Significantly, as Minister of Labor Relations, he actively participated in some of the workshops of the Cocoa Child Labor Program, like any ordinary staff of the program, and this the staff found highly motivating. The Honorable Mensah initiated a new phase of sports development in which professionalism was introduced into soccer in this country. He developed and launched the first national sports policy in 1994 and the first youth policy in 1999. He also consolidated the fitness clubs system started by the former Deputy PNDC Secretary for Sports, Mr. Sam Nelson, together with Ni Ayikai Ajin-Tete, and laid the ground for the establishment of the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence at Kamkam, later built in 2004. These naturally enabled Ghana to achieve some modest feats in sports, including winning the FIFA Under-17 World Cup in Ecuador in 1995, a 3-1 thrashing of the indomitable Lions of Cameroon in the Lions-owned Niamey in 1998 by the Blasters, as well as qualifying the Black Queens for the 1999 FIFA Women's World Cup in the United States of America. To achieve all this, the Honorable Mensah built a work-friendly atmosphere because he noted that most workers spend the bulk of the hours of the day at work. The office block currently accommodates the minister, deputy, and some other top personnel of the ministry stands as a monument to him. Obviously, This was a man who understood the practice of administration. The ministers of the youth and sports in this country have always found a way to motivate their staff, but the Honorable Mensah added a layer which was unique and which endeared him to them. He was quick to notice and appreciate talent and expertise in others. He himself has some talent in soccer. If he liked your work in the office, you became his friend. He regularly took hard-working staff for sumptuous lunch in his house, your own favorite meal prepared by his dear wife. And when he took you in his car, he drove by himself. In fact, when he was younger, his drivers generally only carried out other assignments for him. If they were in the car with him, they often sat beside him, with him driving. Social parties in his house for staff and friends were common. According to his ex-staff, he welded them into a family, such that more than 2 decades after they left that office, they still feel like a family. Indeed, there are people from all walks of life and social standing who claimed him as a friend, and his friends were all across the entire world, for he was affable. As a father, he was firm, but loving father. Indeed, he was guided by Proverbs 13, verse 24, and insists that one cannot build a future without it. His children will confirm this. The Parliament of Ghana will long remember the Honorable Mensah, having represented the Nimbo Pram constituency for decades. At the time of his demise, he was an elected member of the Council of States, faithfully representing the Greater Accra region, and for which the chiefs and people of the region cannot but be grateful to God for his service. Honorable Mensah, you have indeed served this country well, and we thank the good Lord for lending you to us. We end this tribute with one of your favorite quotes. They tread the path of labor, follow where my feet have trod. They who work without complaining do the holy will of God. From the Methodist hymn 601, first stanza. Honorable Mensah, may you take eternal rest in your Maker. No more, Yao Ojuba, Moyawo Samia. Amen.
The one on whom we lean and do not fall. You who had been
Please